Hi YouTube, Bonks here. I'm recording this on Windows 8. I just received a package and it comes from Germany, Ingolstadt. And that is a good sign because that means that it is actually something for a system that has this controller. Let me see if I can open it up. Came with DHL. I actually thought it would be arriving tomorrow, but it actually arrived a day early. And luckily I was at home. I was working from home a bit. Let me see, it's the packing. And within the... Yes. And what is it? Well, it is one of these things that you really want to have on your older systems. And it's the Everdrive. The Everdrive, okay, it's the Everdrive for the TurboGrafx 16. And damnest thing. And that makes Windows 8 the movie or the camera application very unreliable, because the moment some dialogue screen pops up, the recording stops. So that's why you have this cut thing in between. On the whole, I'm pretty satisfied by Windows 8 because it really performs better on my dual-core system. But yeah, let me show you the Everdrive. And I really like the PCB. And the system I'm going to put it in is actually my Duo R, and it just slides in here, which is good because, you know, it's protected and it's an NTSC system. So I hope I'll be able to show you guys some gameplay. Atarix, this is yours, or this was yours. Enjoying the heck out of it. Yeah, still enjoying Paul Adventure's Licorice. And I am going to find myself a small SD card and put on some ROMs and just... This is PC Engine to the graphics. There's a very tiny switch. Yeah, I'm gonna... Wow, I just love these PCBs. Very thick PCB, this one. I am going to switch. Not sure. Or light, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna find an SD micro card and I'm gonna put on all the game files that I have, and I'll show you some gameplay footage. Okay, here we have it, the TurboGrafx 16 system. And you can see that I've divided up a 512 megabyte micro SD card in various folders, Japanese folders, public domain folders, SuperGrafx folders. I've put there the game files, but they won't run because I don't have a SuperGrafx system. US games. Let's try a game that everybody loves, and actually a game that came with my PAL version of the TurboGrafx, which is Blazing Lasers. Blazing Lasers is a very nice game. A must-have on the system, I think. Yeah, it plays a lot faster on NTSC mode than it plays on the PAL system. So yeah, I suggest people do an NTSC mod or 60 Hz mod on PAL systems, which are more rare than the NTSC models. A couple of years ago, actually, a storage house, a warehouse with PAL TurboGrafx units was discovered, and I actually bought one really cheap, new, out of the box. I believe Longbows Post 1975 also bought one. And I think Paul Adventure as well. And let's see, I mean, I just ran an NTSC game, but the system is region free, so it also boots Japanese games. And I think this is an adventure game, but Salio. But I mean, it shows you that it, you know, does all the. Oh, I like that. I like the music. It shows you that it does run the games from all regions, so that's cool. And the hue cards, they're not as big memory capacity if you compare it to the other 16-bit systems, but yeah, some decent games. And what is very curious, I'm actually running it on a PC Engine Duo R, which has a built-in CD-ROM drive, and when you boot it up with the system card ROM, it defaults to a message stating that you actually need system card number 3 in this hardware, which is actually built in. But the thing is, if you have inserted the Everdrive into the Duo R, it defaults to the Everdrive. What is it? The Everdrive BIOS. This is the game selection screen. And of course, I thought by selecting one of the CD-ROM system cards, perhaps it's possible to boot the CD game that I also have in there. But sadly, even the one says check out system ROM 3 or something. I could try the US version, see if that works. System 2.01. Oh, and that seems to fail all together, which is not a good thing. No way. Okay. No, I don't think it's booting. It just gives us a black screen. So, what else? What else? Yeah. Oh, I discovered that there's a little reset button on the PCB, which allows you to reset the system, and this is public domain. And this is actually a game that Polar Ventures was actually running on one of his blog TV live streams just a while ago, and I thought, well, it would be cool to show you guys this. If you want to go check out Polar Ventures, please do. He has wonderful live streams, great gameplay footage on his YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below. He outputs blog TV things on a regular basis, and it's good fun hanging out. He does gameplay footage on TurboGrafx, Dreamcast, Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, so yeah, all good fun. Another public domain ROM to check out, Cubman. So what is that all about? Retro gaming? It seems like a game with placeholder graphics emulating as a platform game. Cool that even in France they're programming for the PC Engine still. So another game, PC Invaders, which is built in 2000, and they're actually using graphics from Galaxians 90 or something. I recognize the spaceship, so the space station. So pressing the restart button again and selecting an American game. Let's see. Yeah, Raiden Guide N. One of my favorites. I actually have this game for real on this system as well, but also on quite a few other systems. I've got a Lynx copy of it. On the SNES I have it. I've got it on just about any system. Of course on the Mega Drive Genesis. And it's a great shooter, which is not by Compile, I believe, but it shares a lot of Compile-like features. It's a bullet hell game, I guess, because there's a lot of bullets on the screen. So yeah, great stuff. And I failed miserably, so let's reset the machine and go check out some other stuff. Splatterhouse, Space Harrier, yeah. Space Harrier was a bit disappointing. I remember reading about the TurboGrafx back in the day, and the thought of perhaps Space Harrier being on it was really something that, you know, was mesmerizing to me. And I mean, the scale's great, it plays great, but it's kind of a disappointment now looking back at it. But it plays fast, and it has a lot of the a lot of the levels. So yeah, I guess I'm just, you know, being an asshole here. Right, let's go check out another game. I'm just, you know, showing you games that I think are worthwhile showing. Vigilante, which is a brawler. Item Corporation. Yeah, everybody knows Item from R-Type. Perhaps I should show you that as well. Everybody shows R-Type on the TurboGrafx. So, Vigilante. Madonna. Madonna has been captured. The skinheads have taken Madonna hostage. Kind of a racist thing going on there. Take the power and into your own hands. So, what do? Oh, we have the controller on. Yeah, let's turn off the auto fire here. Okay, so yeah, it's basically GR Kung Fu versus yeah, some other brawlers. I like these actually, but a lot of the time the action on these games is pretty repetitive. So, but it's a good. I mean, I like the graphics. There's not many animation frames in this game, so they do tend to look a bit dated. So let's go check out another game. What else do we have? Psychosis. Yeah, personally I wouldn't name a game Psychosis because Psychosis really is a nasty thing to go through. But I guess for a lot of laymen's, you know, Psychosis could be fun. I mean, schizophrenia could be fun, but it isn't at all. So they have this really weird. Yeah, they have this really weird. How do you say it? Psychedelic shooter game, which is actually quite fun. And I like the music. And there's big ants and creatures crawling there. I think this shooter is one of a subgenre because in the 90s there actually were a lot of shooters that had some sort of biology, you know, bio thing going on. Perhaps the movie Aliens, the movie Alien actually had something to do with it because, you know, R-Type has a lot of organic elements in there as well. So yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, of course, Bonks Adventure. I just totally dig this game. When Elise just walked in and she said, "Hey, that's Charlie Brown," and I can see where you're coming from because, you know, the way the face is drawn, it looks actually quite similar. But yeah, Bonks, a really fun game where you do some major headbutting, and yeah, not recommended in real life. Not sure if in the United States actually there was this warning against doing this for real, because you can actually sustain some serious brain damage, brain injuries when doing something like that. It's rather painful and you can break your neck. But yeah, Bonk is not affected. He's just, you know, he's doing his thing, and he seems to be very thick-skulled. So yeah, let's kill some crocodiles. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you guys have been following Half-Blind's Gamer's run of Croc on the PlayStation, I believe. Could also be the Saturn, but I think it's the PlayStation. But yeah, I mean, actually, it made me dig out a copy of the game myself and just have a go at it, which is good fun. And it's actually good fun seeing these long plays by Seb, Half-Blind Gamer, because they're really funny to watch. Yeah. Okay, so here I have this super power up, and I morphed into some sort of weird green monster that kind of I just lost the power up, and I revert back to my old self. And I've managed to get the level! Yay! Okay. Level number 2? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's try another game. Yeah, it's there's a limit to the amount of files, pages that can actually be displayed. I think it's about 12, so you're better off dividing up all the game files into smaller sections. I actually divide them up into 99 or around 100 game files, and then just have various folders indicating what is to be found in there. And this is actually one of the solid 16, 18-bit, 16-bit, 16-bit pinball games out there. I was exposed to pinball at a very early age, and I totally loved it. I actually had a toy pinball system that I got for a birthday when I was very young. Yeah, I've been digging computer pinball games ever since. Of course, in this game, the physics are, I mean, they're a lot more flawed than if you look at Zen pinball on the consoles or on the handhelds these days. I mean, what you can have in the palm of your hand regarding pinball action or other gameplay action is actually quite amazing. I mean, I've been trying out a lot of pinball games in my time. Yeah, let's see. Courage. Yeah, let's go check it out. I believe the intro was actually quite good. Oh, it's Jackie Chan. Yeah, I played this on the NES a lot, and I've only just recently discovered that there's actually a version for the PC Engine or TurboGrafx, and the music and the gameplay is actually quite similar, which is a good thing because it actually made it possible for me to just, you know, pick it up and just, you know, have my reflexes going and just failing miserably at this game. I really like the look of this game. Mr. Chang is actually almost recognizable. And what you do see in this game, large sprites, large graphics, but not so much multiple layers of scrolling graphics. This, I mean, the background that's the parallax scrolling that is going on, the background that is moving very slowly, and the foreground that is actually just one big slab of graphics. That's stuff that you basically get to see in a lot of PC Engine games. It's cousins, the NES, what is it? The Super NES and the Mega Drive are more powerful. The PC Engine was ahead of its time. It offered CD-based games as well. Add-on CD-based games. I believe also the TurboGrafx had a CD, CD add-on, which made it more advanced in terms of storage facilities. But yeah, I think the Mega Drive and the oh, here we have the special level, which is very similar to the NES one. But I like the NES one better because it reminds me a bit more of Wonder Boy. Because yeah, this game also, you know, it's a bit Wonder Boy-esque if you catch the drift, if you catch whatever. Yeah, I'm actually doing this commentary for the second time. I was doing it, and then my camera failed, and I just shot it, and now I'm doing it again. So yeah, I recorded the footage at the same time. So it's kind of an emulation of gameplay and talk here. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, love this game. So I think I'm about to reach the end of the level, and then just quickly move on to another game. Oh yeah, just see that jumping action here. Oh yeah, there's some extensive water jumping, log jumping thing going on here. Yeah, having an Everdrive, a solid state system for these game systems is just, I think it's just a necessity, you know. shove it in the cartridge port, and it saves wear and tear on the cartridge port. Of course, I'm going to continue collecting and also play the PC Engine review cards, and of course I'm going to buy some more CD-based games for it as well. But the Everdrive allows me to sample the games in advance and to see if they're any good. And basically what it does is that it actually makes me buy more games. Oh yeah, Galaga. Let's see if I can find the spaceship graphic that we just saw in the homebrew. Yeah, I thought it was in this. But I think not in the first level. I'm not sure. I love the reinventions of the Galaga. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I love the reinventions of the Galaga franchise. I've been playing them on the handhelds and what is it, phone and iOS. I've been playing that a lot. Well, okay, time to press the reset button. Yeah. Okay, let's go check out another game. Yeah, I mean, all these games they do deserve their own, you know, their own video, their own review. But you know, I just thought, you know, this is just me playing some of the first. These are actually the first games that I chose to test out. You know, shoving in the Everdrive, in the PC Engine, and just hey, this doesn't work. Well, I guess some games don't work. This is actually the first that I encountered. Perhaps it's... no, I don't think it works. So, what else? That we did already. Legendary Axe? No. Kudash? No. Legendary Axe? No. Oh, yeah, that's some file that Windows puts on. Oh yeah, this is the OS version. Sidearms. Tiger Road. No, we did that already. Oh, Superstar Soldier. That is cool. Yeah. Nice shooter. Which is, I think, some people say it's the follow-up to Blazing Lasers. I'm not sure. Perhaps it's the unofficial follow-up. But this is also a very, very cool shooter for the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16. And great music, great level design, great attack waves, and not so much bullet hell, but you know, kind of a nice mixture between European style shooters and Japanese style shooters. Some more. Oh yeah, Zelda. Let's go into the retro style. There's reimaginations of Zelda. Actually, the system did have some Nintendo games ported to it. That's actually why I end up doing a Zelda kind of thing here. And this actually looks like NES Zelda. Perhaps a bit faster than what we normally would think, but yeah, this does seem like a full Zelda game. But there's some original, yeah, like this. For some reason, the PC Engine hardware, at least the 8-bit side of it, is it backwards compatible with the NES or something? Because these releases are actually spot on. It's like they're running on the original hardware, but I'm not sure. Ooh. Yeah, I played this game a lot on the. Actually, it has the same title on the Commodore 64. Of course, it's a reimagination of Rally X, I believe. But yeah, I mean, the TurboGrafx 16 seems to be capable of running Nintendo NES style games pretty much perfectly, and I'm not sure if these were original releases or that these are ROM files, because I only played them on emulators. This is actually the first time I played it on a real system. It It runs a bit fast, but it actually does sound and look the part. I mean, actually, the color of the sky is even better than most clone system on the chips are able to manage. So, yeah, and I think all the secrets and all the power-ups are actually in the same places. And looking at the graphics, I'm not sure, but I think this is just the actual game file, the Nintendo game running on the TurboGrafx 16. Could be mistaken, perhaps other people have more information on this. There was a secret passage over there, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I can jump to the flag. 2,000 points, oh yeah, 2,000 points, cool. So, is it just one level? Are there more levels? It does look the part. So, that looks like it is supposed to look what it is supposed to look like. Yeah. And even the music is right. So I guess what we're looking at is basically a port of Super Mario on the TurboGrafx 16, and which is quite cool. So I'm curious if these collection cards actually were out there, or if these are just ROM files made to run on emulators. I'm not sure. So yeah, switch it off and see if some other games, if other collections feature different games. They seem to be very similar. This is Mario Bros. Yeah, this is just, I mean, this looks like the Nintendo version, so let me see if there's some other games out there on it. No, oh, Donkey Kong 3. This looks like the Nintendo game. It sounds like the Nintendo game. I'm really curious. Perhaps I should search the web for, you know, is there a way to actually get more games running on the PC Engine? Would be cool. Are they easy to port? Is the hardware very similar in some ways? Arkanoid. Yeah, I saw, I forgot who it was, but there's a video out there of a guy playing Arkanoid, and he actually takes apart the special controller for the NES. Not sure it's named after the little ship, I believe, but it's an analog controller for the NES that doesn't have analog inputs, so they had to build in a lot of circuitry into that controller. A really nice video. Perhaps I'll put a link up below. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorites on the NES, Wonder Boy, and on the Sega systems. But this does seem to have some dialogue that is hard to go through, so let's forget about it. Japanese. Let's see. What else is there? Face. Face. Oh, very nice. Beginning sequence. A lot of anime style graphics, of course. I mean, the intro looks a lot better than the actual gameplay, but... So, let's go check it out. It's really funny, because I think this was a Japanese game that I tried, and there's a lot of English in these games. And at some point, English was pretty fanciful in Japanese culture. Actually, Luke Morris, he recently did a video on what to expect if you know, want to move to Japan, and how we are perceived by Japanese, you know, Western people are perceived by the Japanese, and how you integrate into the culture. And he actually pointed out some of the English in Japanese games, I believe in a video, in that video, or a video just after that. So if you want to have some more info on Japanese games and English language in Japanese games, which is abundant in some in a lot of games. Yeah, go check out that video. And I think I'm going to turn off the system, and yeah, I think you guys have seen enough. Okay. So here's the way it looks in the game. So here's this little reset button, and over there is a small switch that you have to pull forward if you put it in a TurboGrafx 16 system. So the switch defines the PC Engine or TurboGrafx 16. American games run on the PAL TurboGrafx 16, but Japanese U-cards they don't run on TurboGrafx 16 systems. They have a different pin layout, and actually this switch makes this Everdrive compatible for both systems, as it just changes the pin out. And here's the spot for the micro SD card. So yeah, and with the PC Engine Duo R, you just, you know, do it like that, and you don't even know you're playing from an Everdrive, which is a cool thing. And I'm still enjoying some leftover licorice. And yeah, well, I'm going to enjoy the Duo R for a bit today. I think I have a day off, and yeah, then perhaps I'm going to experiment a bit with my Raspberry Pi, and perhaps put that put RISC-OS on it, because I have some SD cards lying around, and you can actually put RISC-OS on it and turn it into an ARM PC. Okay, well, Mark's signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon.